Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's so good to see you guys out on a on a Saturday afternoon. Hope everybody is well. Let me give some shout outs. I'm seeing Shanice Williams, Kezia, good afternoon. Miss Blackett, good afternoon. Karen, Rachel, what's going on? Kellon, what's going on, man? Jen, Charles, good afternoon. Godfrey, Carlston, Natalie Webb. Seen everybody coming on. Good afternoon. Even somebody from St. Kitts, good afternoon. South Trinidad, what's going on? Deborah, good afternoon. And everybody else that's jumping in. DJ Lani, good afternoon. So good to see you guys out. We are going to have a real good time this afternoon because it's so important that we become aware of the industry that we are all in. Now, there are different people that are on the live this afternoon. Some people, they are just interested in the music industry. They have never released music yet. Good afternoon, Ayana from Guyana. And they haven't done much anything in the industry as yet, but they are very, very passionate about the industry. There are some people that maybe you have released one song, or maybe you just sing on a regular basis. People call you to different venues to sing. Some people here have released a whole album already. They have been trying, they've been out for about 5 years, pushing to get their sound out, get their brand out. And there are people and some folks here that have been around for the past 10 years, 10, 15 years, just doing what they do. And they've been championing, they've been traveling throughout the Caribbean and so much more. So there's a wide range of persons on the live. Good afternoon, everybody. And one thing I can say is that regardless of the space or where you find yourself in your journey, what we're about to share this afternoon is extremely important and critical for your future development within the music space. We know that you're talented. We know that we have been called to do something, but it is so critical that we do three things: that we upgrade our mindset, we upgrade our skill set, and we upgrade our tool set. Because you see this 2025 coming here, guys. It's a whole different world. The music industry is not what it is. I don't know if anybody have experienced that so far. And you can let me know in the chat. This is going to be real interactive. I want you to interact with me and any of the other speakers to come, right? Let me know if you've noticed, but the music industry has changed. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. The music industry is not what it is, like what it was 5 years ago. Getting your music on the radio is not what it used to be. Getting the music out and the engagement that you would have gotten when you post something online is not what it used to be. The calls to get bookings is not what it used to be. No, it's a whole new world. Getting finance and revenue coming in from your music is not what it used to be. Marketing on a whole is not what it used to be. Long ago, I can tell you, long ago, and when I say long ago, I mean because I've been singing for a while. I'll share who I am and a bit for persons who don't know. But I remember 10 years ago when I decided, you know what, God is telling me to release a song. All I needed to do was go to the studio, record the song, put some artwork on the song, and then head to the studio, release the song. People will listen to the song, and all of a sudden people call you and they have bookings locally, regionally, and internationally. That's what it felt like. And it has been like that for let's say about 10 years of my journey. And then a whole lot of things changed. Let me jump in chat. Hey, Rebecca, I am so glad that you're here because you could chime in. I could even bring you up on the stage later on to get some more feedback from your side as a promoter, international promoter, manager, etc. Lisa, good afternoon. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing there. The world of music has changed, and if any artist still thinks that it is the same old, we are in a lot of trouble. Guaranteed. And we're going to be talking about a few things well. And the main thing that we're all here to talk about is how now the world has been transformed and how the music industry is vastly interrupted, not affected, but interrupted by AI. Good afternoon, Isadora. Good to see you. And so first of all, remember I just said before, we need to shift our mindset, and we're going to talk about mindset. Then we're going to be talking about our skill set and the tool set, how to use these powerful tools to regain your time, regain your finance, and do 100 times more. All right, so we're going to be talking about all of that, and it really starts with the mindset. And the first mindset shift that we need to get is our mindset towards things that are new. We don't like to do new things. We wish we could keep doing the same thing over and over and over. And most times when we feel that resistance, we attack the new instead of grasping the new and leading from that charge. Good afternoon. We need to stop attacking new, because new is not going to go anywhere. Old is fading away and new is coming in. The people that champion, the people that are relevant in our spaces is the persons that have grasped and embraced new and ran in with it before the whole world ran with it. Yeah? So let's get ready, guys. Let's get ready, guys. We are going to jump into this conversation. For persons who don't know, my name is Curtis Jordan. I am a recorded gospel artist. I am the president of the Copyright Music Organization of Trinidad and Tobago. I am one of the hosts of the morning show on Sky 99.5 FM. I am the manager and founder of the Curtis Jordan Coaching Academy. I am also the manager and founder of the Caribbean Gospel Music Tours. I am a husband, a father, friend to so many of you here. And it's such a privilege to be able to share. This is what life is about. At least this is what my life is about. To continue to be able to be a poured out vessel based on my experiences and what I have learned to help other people do the same. So, good afternoon to everybody that just jumped in. Again, we are going to jump right into understanding this thing called AI. And again, as I mentioned, before we even jump in, we are not here to attack AI. AI is a very good worker. AI is a very good worker. AI is not against you. AI is not coming to take revenue from you. That is not what AI is about. AI is the intelligence of machinery, and that's one of the things we want to grasp. I'm going to just throw up my presentation here. You know, we're doing the thing legit, right? I got some stuff to share with you guys, and we're going to jump right into that. If you're ready to go, type in the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let me see you. Message in the chat. Let's go, so we can jump right into this. Let's go. Let me see some let's goes. Let me see who's ready for us to jump right into our session today. And we're going to be here for the next hour and a half, which is going to fly, guys. This time is going to fly. In 2-2s, it is time for us to wrap up and move on. Let me just get this presentation going here for you guys. And again, good afternoon to everybody that just got in. It's a privilege to have you here at the AI for Artists workshop. Let me see the chat. I'm looking at the chat to see what we are saying. If we're saying let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, let's go, let's go. We see let's go. All right, so I'm sure you see my presentation here. Again, welcome to the brand new world. It's not the old new world. It is different. It's a different thing. It's a different time. Now, let me give you a little bit of a backstory, because I like to kind of take a different view of where we are at to understand where we're going. Now, if you've been studying history and how the world has been moving, there was one time when we were in a different era. We were in the agricultural age, where all of who we are and what we do was affected by agriculture. That is how we made money. That's how we took care of our families. Business was built around agriculture. The world wars happened because of agriculture and land, and so much more. Everything was built around agriculture. That would have been in the 16th, 17th century. But then we moved from the agricultural era and we moved into the next era would have been I'm talking from the top of my head based on what I know. It would have been the industrial era. Thank you. The industrial era. When we moved into the industrial era, mechanics started to do most of the agricultural work, and the world has changed from that particular point. Persons who were working on the fields, they would have complained, they would have protested, they would have stamped their foot, they would have kicked back, they would have had wars, they would have burned down people's factories, because they were saying at that point in time in the 18th and 19th century that this whole industrial era has come to destroy humanity. That is what was happening. And then came the digital era. The digital era came, and when that happened in the late 19th century into 20th century, people started to complain, saying that this whole mechanical thing with this computer and this typewriter and this brand new thing called computer is going to destroy humanity. It is going to cause factories to close down, and people in the factories will lose their jobs by the millions, and we are going to world starvation, and it will be World War III. None of it happened. None of it happened. That is the reality. And then we shifted again. We shifted again where we moved into the tech age, where everything was online, with the internet age. The internet age, and if you realize, each one of those ages got shorter and shorter. It lasted, the length of the previous one was shorter than the current one. Now we are well, at least for the past 20, 30 years, we are in the internet era, and persons who was working in big offices with hundreds of workers typing and sending out mail and all of those things, they were the ones who are saying the world has ended, or it is in great danger, because this internet thing has come to destroy humanity. Did the internet destroy humanity? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, we cannot even imagine our lives without internet. We cannot imagine our day-to-day workings, how we get our news, how we order something online, how we find our way around on Zoom, on Google Meets and Maps and all of these different things, how we have meetings, how we are talking right now. We can't even imagine life without the internet. The world did not end with internet. Can you imagine that? And today, and at least for the past 3 to 4, 5 years, there was a massive shift again. And the biggest of the shifts came 2 years ago with the advent of artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence brought in a whole new era. So the whole internet craze era, that is now phasing out, because we are now in the artificial intelligence era. And it is each era is built on top of the next. If you go all the way back, you'll reach right back to agriculture. We are now in this era, and you, my friend, you have to know what to do, how to do it, how to use it, because we will find ourselves in real difficulty, and we will find ourselves in the back end times, and we will not be ahead. And let me tell you who's ahead. The biggest of the companies are ahead. The largest of the companies, the millionaires, the billionaires, all of them are ahead already, 100 miles ahead, using artificial intelligence. And everybody else on the ground is looking around, have no idea what is happening, no clue what is being used or what they are part of, because it is going along. But you, my friend, we are here today because we have to understand how the music industry is not affected, but impacted, and how the music industry is going to go to a next level with the use of AI. As a matter of fact, there are tons of artists already using AI, and you have to know, especially if you're a new artist and you're about to get into music. Good afternoon to everybody that is jumping in from all over the world. And if you're a new artist, don't look at what you've known before, because the world has changed. Some people right now have the mindset is like this: I can't wait to get my song on the radio. I'll burn 100 CDs, and the CDs will sell out. No, those days are gone. Those days are gone. How do I know? Because I've been in it. I've done it all. At least in my mind and my space, what I consider to be success, I've already done that. I've released albums, got a whole bunch of awards concerning the music for the past 15 years. I have toured more than 25 countries, being able to pour out and to impact, I would say, even close to millions of persons over the past 15 years. And now I'm in a place now where I'm able to share and pour out. I can tell you, my friend, if you think the road that you're going on is the right road, We need to put a pause, even if it's just for today, put a pause and rethink your journey. Let me tell you what's not going to change. The fact that you have a calling on your life, that's not going to change. The fact that you're talented, that's not going to change. And the fact that you have built in the ability to lead people, that's not going to change, guaranteed. But what's going to change is everything else around you. And the only way you could win, especially in 2025, because you have all that it takes now. The only thing holding you back from being successful in 2025 to 2030 is understanding how the world works and using the tools to get your voice, your message, your talent, and everything else out into the entire world. So that's why we are here. That's why we are here. So that's the backstory for us getting into AI. We don't hate AI around here at all. AI is not coming to take your jobs or put you out and make you unemployed. No. What I can tell you is people who are using AI will be 100 times further than you if you are not. People that are using AI will be 100 miles ahead. It's like you are trying to run from two of you guys, myself and let's say Deborah. I'm seeing Deborah there. Deborah and I, we are in San Fernando. Let's go, Lyndon. Lyndon and I, we are in San Fernando and we are trying to get to Tobago and we are going a race. Let's go to Port of Spain. From San Fernando to Port of Spain and we are going to go a race. Who could get to Port of Spain faster? We both have 2 legs. We both have the passion to get to Port of Spain. I taking the water taxi to get to Port of Spain, and Lyndon, he's walking to Port of Spain. The truth is, we both would get there, but who would get there first? The one that is using the tools of the age to get there. Am I cheating to get to Port of Spain? No way. I am now using my time more wisely to get to Port of Spain, and that is exactly what you have to know and see when it comes to AI. So let's jump right in. As I said, let's go back into our presentation. Let's understand this thing called AI. So welcome to the world of AI. What on earth is AI? AI, it really means artificial intelligence, and it has revolutionized all the industries in the world. Not some, all. From healthcare to finance to transportation and everything else. And we want to discover the various areas in which AI has come into our world and transformed our entire reality. Let's look at healthcare. If AI at this point in time has revolutionized healthcare in such a way where it is you can diagnose, you can get faster diagnosis where there's AI-powered medical imaging analysis helping to detect diseases earlier and with greater accuracy. That's happening right now. People are getting results way faster. This is happening in the real world. Even personalized treatments, there are people that are working towards using AI to get personalized treatments, not a general thing. When you go to the hospital, you get a general medicine based on what they think you need. In the future, AI is going to have personalized medicine specifically for what your body needs. There's going to also be drug discovery. They're going to solve a whole heap more diseases and whatnot, and they're going to be a whole lot more cures coming out over the next couple of years because of the power of AI in healthcare. It could even go further. There's the manufacturing industry, where persons who run factories, they're going to be able to predict how to the maintenance of the factories and where the failures are going to happen. So what we're going to see is a lot less bad products coming out where people get the wrong thing inside the package, something looking weird. Those things are not going to be very frequent. That's not going to be normal. That's going to be very rare in the future because AI is going to be part and parcel of the manufacturing sector. There's going to be quality assurance. That's going to be a big thing. And of course, supply chain is going to be so much faster to get something. Soon in the future, if you order something in China, normally it takes 6, 7 to 8 weeks, sometimes even 10 to 12 weeks to reach. That's going to be here in a week time for the least. For the most, it's going to be in front of you in a week time because of how fast AI is going to be able to package and get things going way faster than we know. And that's just the manufacturing industry. There's so much more. There's even retail. Now, I'm sure you might even experience some of these things already. You're online and you're browsing through something, and you even mention, yeah, you know, I need to buy something, whatnot, whatnot, whatnot. All of a sudden, you start scrolling and you see the item that you've been thinking about, that you mentioned, that you felt like you needed. All of a sudden, you're scrolling Facebook, you're on Google. All of a sudden, these recommendations start popping up. Even for persons who are running business, they're going to be using AI to be able to forecast what is the next big product that is coming out that is going to take the world by storm, as well as how to even get more of it faster to whoever they need to get it to. And of course, price optimization and so much more. So the buyer is going to benefit from AI induced inside of the technology that we use. And the people who are selling, the store owners, they are going to be using AI. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. And that's just in retail. There's going to be AI in finance. All of these insurance companies are going to be using AI if they're not doing it already. The police service is going to be using AI. The fraud squad is going to be using it. Central bank is going to be using it, because AI is going to help people detect fraud one time. They're going to do better risk assessments. At this point in time, risk assessments are done by human beings, by somebody wondering if this person would be fitting for a particular thing. All of that is going to be wiped out, and it's going to be done by AI. And portfolio management too. AI is already in finance. That's just the finance. What about transportation? I don't know if you know already, but there are people who use cars in Florida. They use cars in New York and even in Germany without a driver. Would you go in a vehicle without a driver? Go in the comments. Go in the comments. Are you getting a distorted sound? Let me know. Lisa is saying she's getting a distorted sound on my end. If you're hearing me clearly, give me a thumbs up. If you're not hearing me clearly, give me a thumbs down. Let me just make sure that I'm coming across clearly. If you're hearing me clearly, give me a thumbs up. I'll just pause here just to make sure you hear me clearly. If you're not hearing me clearly, give me a thumbs down. Message in the chat, message in the chat, message in the chat. Let me know if you hear me clearly or if you're hearing a bit of a distortion. All right, so folks are hearing. Lisa, maybe what you can do, you can log out and come and click the link and come right back in, all right? All right, so we are continuing. Now, let me know in the chat, will you go into a vehicle that is powered by AI and is not driven by anybody? Let me know. Or you're hearing wind. You're hearing wind. Oh, that's okay. Let me just deal with that. So in the chat, in the meanwhile, okay. In the chat, let me know if you would go in a vehicle without a driver and it is driven by AI. I am back. Let me know if you all are hearing me any clearer. Are you hearing me clearer now? Let me know if you hear me clearer. Give me a thumbs up. All right, we're going good now. We're going good. Yeah, I had a fan. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, great. Lisa, let me know if you hear me clearly. I had a fan on the other side of the room blowing on this side, and maybe it was blowing into the microphone. All right, fantastic. We're going good now. We're going good. So, Kellon, I would love to go in an autonomous vehicle just for the experience. So let me know, guys. All right, great. Let me know, will you go in a vehicle without a driver? Would you go in a vehicle without a driver? The vehicle pulls up, you order the vehicle pull up, there is nobody driving the vehicle. You jump, the door opens, and you have to jump in and close the door and go to your destination, and you're going down the highway. No driver in the vehicle. You're in the back seat. Think about it. You're driving from Curep down to San Fernando. No driver in the vehicle. Let's go. Marisa said she would try it. Tessa said, not at this moment. Ms. Blackett is saying, I feel uncomfortable about it. about that, but it will grow. I might grow into being a car without it. Okay, you might get familiar with it after a while. Lisa said I would go into an AI powered car. They might be safer, and that is correct. That is correct too. Sherry Ann, you did it. Sherry Ann, you tried it. That is fantastic. No, it's terrifying if you're not accustomed using it. But there are people that prefer not to drive with people at all and rather drive with AI. Can you imagine that? And let me tell you something. In the future, it is going to be as normal as having a credit card. You see how everybody have a card, not even a credit card. You see how everybody have a links card now? You see how normal that is? It's going to be normal to go into an AI powered car and go where you need to go. That's just what it is. Nobody's going to be making a big scene about it. Nobody would be scared about it. It's going to be very normal. Children are going to born into a world very soon. Children are going to born into a world very soon where all they know is AI powered cars. And when they see somebody sitting inside of a car driving, they're going to be like, whoa, what's happening here? Why are you going to drive the car? Let the car do what it's supposed to do. That's just what it is. Where we are in time, we are in a transitional point, and we have to now understand what AI is doing and how to really grasp AI and run with it down the road. Now, Kellen is saying, wait, Trinidad roads, I don't know, hit a pothole and the sensor get thrown off. Oh my goodness. Why would you hit a pothole? Humans is hit pothole. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going on. We're going to keep going now that you guys are hearing me clearly. AI is very, very well engrossed into transportation. Not just transportation, AI is heavy into marketing. The biggest of the marketing firms and agencies are already using AI to reach their audiences faster in content creation and customer segmentation and so much more. So much more. That's just that. Then if any industry at all we might have thought that AI will not get into or will not be a major tool for, we might have think that the music industry might AI would come here because we want to hear music, we want to hear people, we want to feel the art form, we want it to be genuine. But listen, people, AI is right in the midst of the music industry, and I can guarantee you that you are already a part of so much artificial intelligence, you have no idea. If you're downloading music online, if you use YouTube, you have been interacting with AI for the past 4 years. If you use YouTube, you have been using AI. If you listen to music on Apple Music, Spotify, you have been involved in AI. Trust and believe. If you are on Facebook and you're on Instagram, all the stuff that you see when you scroll, it is all curated by artificial intelligence. You have been using AI all along. And I can guarantee you from where I sit as the president of the Copyright Music Organization, that's COT in Trinidad and Tobago, AI is a major factor that we have to now embrace because the whole world is miles ahead when it comes to AI, and we are still, sorry to say, we are still in the Stone Age. Stone Age. And you know what's happening? In the Stone Age, where we are at because of AI, we are starting to see less and less revenue. Less and less revenue. A matter of fact, if there's a global report as to where the finances are in the music industry, and now it has shifted massively to digital, and everything else is very, very minute. Most of the money right now is made online, and with online music, trillions of dollars right now is made in the digital space rather than the regular sales, and you're selling music and you're selling albums. Those things are minute compared to where the music actually is in the music industry. So if you want to be where things are happening, if you want to, at least when you put stuff out there, and at least when you spend money, that it actually hits and it actually works and it makes sense, you need to understand what is happening with AI. Now, how many of you in this chat would say, as an artist right now, you really don't like social media, you don't like to post, You're not comfortable with sharing what's happening now and showing some behind the scenes. You don't like to be doing posting about the concerts and the pictures of where you are. Let me see in the chat. That just let me know. Let me know what is your experience. That you don't like it. You're not comfortable with it. It's not something that you enjoy doing. Let me know your experience with using social media as an artist. Let's go. Is it that you're not consistent? Is it that you're not on social media at all? Let me know. Where are you in your space? Let me know. Where are you in your space? Are you comfortable with social media? Let's go. Miss Waldron said yes, and we have all, yes. We are all into, AI is all into our social media. So let me know, what is your experience so far with the internet and the social media as an artist, as a creative? Are you comfortable with putting yourself and your art form out there? Are you comfortable with sharing with the world what you have? Are you comfortable with sharing or pictures, videos, behind the scenes and whatnot? I'm waiting. Message in the chat now. Message in the chat now. How comfortable are you with using social media now? Let's go. Because I can guarantee you, the most talented people on the planet is not known. The most talented people on the planet is not known. Nobody knows who they are except their family and friends. And they have the ability and they have the potential that if the world hear them, they will be legendary icons. There will be statues all over the place. There will be awards. There will be Walk of Fame. The most talented people in the world, nobody knows them right now. And it's not because of lack of talent. It's not because of lack of passion. It's a lack of some other things. And we have to fix that. We have to get into that. Kellon is saying, I'm not a fan of being in the spotlight. I feel you, but I'm trying to get over it because how else would others know you exist? And that's it. Ms. Waldron said, I'm comfortable with posting some things on social media. That's good. Tessa is saying, I'm not comfortable. Aisha Denton said, I'm not comfortable. Right. And Isadora is saying that I'm not consistent and so much more. And those are some of the things that we need to consider. If you're not there online now, as much as we would like to be invisible, the consistency is lacking. And let me tell you something. I don't know if you've experienced it so far, but you could reach a point of burnout where you feel like every minute you have to be posting, and it's taking up so much of your time editing a bunch of videos, and you're there on hours just to post a video, and you're there, and then all of a sudden you just crash and say, I can't post anymore. And then when you look back, 4 months pass and you ain't post nothing. And nobody is even reaching out or even messaging to find out anything about what you are doing. The world has changed, friends. Family, the world has changed. And let me tell you something. It doesn't mean that you have to work harder. It don't mean that you have to now push hard and spend more time behind it. No. AI has come to be in the middle of that, in the middle of all of that, and giving you the ability now to regain your time. Regain your time and your energy. You all heard how much things I talked about at the top, right? I called out a whole bunch of things of what I do and what I'm involved in. And let me tell you something. If I'm not using AI to manage and use it as a tool for all of what I do, I can't even do quarter of what I do. Guaranteed. I can't even do quarter. Let's jump right back into the presentation and understand where do we go now when it comes to this AI in the music industry and where you are at. So as I talk about a particular point, I want you guys to talk about it in the chat and say, okay, I do this already. I already use this, or I like this. I'm going to write it down. So guys, I'm going to go through it because time is already passing. Time is going. I want you guys to be able to write down, take addresses, take points that I'm giving, go and research them. I'm going to call out a bunch of tools that you can use for specific things. I want you to grasp those tools and go and apply it one time. And I'm telling you, if you're able to grab these technologies and apply them, you will regain your time, regain your energy, and it will reach 10 times the amount of persons within the same space. So let's jump right in. Let me just share this here. Let's find out, let's go first of all and really understand what are the major areas within the music industry. And when we talk about those major areas, we're going to talk about how AI is impacting those specific areas of the industry. All right. So we're going to be talking about 4 key areas of developing yourself as an artist. And then we're going to look at those 4 key areas and break them down. All right. So let's start now with understanding, especially as an aspiring artist. A lot of you guys in this chat, you are aspiring to be an artist. You've been working at it. You haven't yet launched out in a big way, but you already have plans in your mind that next year are going all in. I'm going to give it, for some people, they're saying, next year I'm going to give it a final shot. I'm giving it my last shot. Well, then this event, what we are in right now, it just came in time for you to understand what is required in 2025 onward for you to be able to win. So let's look at how AI is going to impact building your brand and marketing, because that's what we're just talking about. How is it going to impact your ability to be on social media, not getting burnt out, not spending 10 and 12 hours processing or creating videos to be able to post? No. There are many tools that you can use now. We're talking about tools. Remember at the top I said, we are shifting our mindset. We are developing our skill set. And we are now grasping and using the tool set. So we're talking about some of the tools that you can now use. And remember, write these things down so you can go research them after. When it comes to social media management, in terms of being able to schedule posts, because I personally don't have the time to post a video when you need to see it. Personally, Isadora, here's what I do. I schedule posts for 1 to 2 weeks in advance. I schedule posts for 1 to 2 weeks in advance. 1 to 2 weeks. I don't know if you did do that. Go jump in the chat, guys. Let me know. Do you schedule posts or do you post when you have something to post? Let me know. Because I schedule posts 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks. So that's 14 days. I sit down for a couple hours and I schedule posts for 14 days ahead. So I don't have to think about it. For the next, let me see, I have about 1 week again of posts before I spend the next hour or two scheduling the next 2 weeks of posts. I post every day. Sometimes I post twice a day for many different reasons, for the various things that I'm involved in. But I'm not personally putting it at that point in time. I schedule posts so I can spend time with my family. I can do what I want to do. I don't have time to remember and to spend time thinking about a post every single day. No way. That can't happen. Do you post? Let me know in the comments. Do you post right away or do you schedule your posts? Let me know. Do you post right away or do you schedule your posts? Right away or schedule your posts? Let me know in the comments. Miss Waldron said, Ashel, she said, I post when I have something to post. Sherry Ann says, when I have something to post, I would post. That's it. And see, when you have the idea of having something to post, it's not only time you're inspired to be able to post something. Now, when I want to post something in the moment, I still do. But even when I don't have something to post in that moment because I'm engaged in something else, posts are continually coming from me because I know what I want to share. I know what I want to be able to impart with the world. Isadora is saying, I post when I have something to post. Lorona is saying, I post right away. Lisa Beckles, for me, I schedule next day posts. All right. Well, let me tell you something, guys. We have to be able to go way faster than that in 2025 going ahead. Every successful artist from 2025 going further ahead will not be posting when they feel to post. They will not be posting when they feel to post. Every successful artist will be posting and scheduling posts so that it wouldn't take all of their time. Every successful artist will be scheduling weeks of posts so they could spend time doing what they want to do. I do what I want to do in my time because the posts are being shared all the time. And there are many tools that you can use. I use this Hootsuite Insights. I use that. That is powered by AI. That's a tool that you can schedule all of your posts. I also use Opus Clips. I don't know if you guys know that one. If you've heard it, maybe you might have seen it online. Opus Clips, that's OPUS Clips. I schedule posts sometimes, yeah, as I mentioned, 12 to 14 days in advance in Opus Clips. As a matter of fact, I think I could actually share my Opus screen right now. All right, I'm glad that we are here and we can actually do things in real time. I can show you guys right now. Um, I have another screen open where I was doing some stuff before in my Opus. So I'm going to show you my technology, what I'm using now to be able to repurpose and post weeks in advance. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing my screen. I'm showing you guys. This is the power of what's happening here. This is actually stuff that I've scheduled weeks in advance. And I'm not sure if you're seeing my screen. I use technology to do this. I didn't sit down and clip up every single video. I use technology and AI to be able to find the most profound things that I would have said in particular sessions, to draft what I want to say, schedule what I want to say, going down the line, because I share online or not. As a matter of fact, we are talking right now. I'm sure in the month of November, you will see some of the clips of what I'm saying, 1 minute and even 30 seconds clips being shared online. I am not going to be spending time posting and posting and posting and posting. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. And that's Opus clips. So if you want to dig up in that, you can go check that out. It saves me hours and hours and hours of editing time. I don't have time to do those things. I have too many things to do. But I can't, if I don't use technology, you guys will never see me online. Zero. You will see no videos from me. You will see no posts from me because I don't have time for that. I use AI to be able to do all of those things and so much more. So let me just go back to my screen. So that's the social media management aspect of it. That is also powered by AI. Then there's the content creation. As I mentioned before, I use Opus clips. For some people use Canva. I don't know if you use Canva. Canva is AI generated. It is AI powered. Do you use Canva? Let me see in the chat if you already use Canva. Message, let me know if you use Canva. Use Canva. Let me see if you use Canva. Canva. Do you use Canva to make your posts and your videos and whatnot? Yeah, that's good, Lisa. Repurposing is fantastic. That is great. We don't have time to waste. It's all about regaining your time, regaining your energy, regaining your focus into what you need to do, and not become a content producing machine. That is not what we're supposed to be doing. We are not supposed to be content producing machines whole day. We posting. It's not about that. We have to regain our time. Yes, Canva. I think I use Canva maybe. Every time I'm using creating stuff, I'm creating something on Canva. So that's just that particular thing when it comes to content creation. Then there is bots for content or fan engagement. Let me see. You have your Facebook, you have your TikTok, you have your Instagram, you have all of these platforms. How are you managing to be able to respond to people on all of these platforms? How? A matter of fact, not just now, let's say a year or 2 years from now, you become proficient with your work in your music, and now a song hits TikTok and it goes way viral, where millions of people are now using the music, like Showing God now. Millions and even to 1 billion people are singing his song. And these people are messaging on all platforms. How is he supposed to manage connecting with all of these people? Because let me tell you, virality is like a wave. It comes like a big wave and then it goes all the way down. Virality comes in like a wave. And if you're an artist and you're putting content out there, you are working towards your content going viral, that it spreads all over the world. How now, when it spreads all over the world, are you supposed to manage those communication or fan engagement or build or collect information from these people? I use AI technology in this particular aspect. I have chatbots for fan engagement. I have AI-powered chatbots, which makes people send messages. The chatbots talk to them, collect information. It follows up with people. I use ManyChat. I don't know if you ever heard about that one. I use ManyChat, M-A-N-Y chat. That's an AI-powered platform. If you message me now on TikTok, if you message me on Instagram right now, you are going to see, I'm going to say, hey, what's going on? how things, and would you like to find out about this? Would you like to find out about that? Or no problem, give me a call at this particular number, or give me your email address. Let me send you some more information. I am not involved in any of those things. All of that is AI generated. AI generated. A matter of fact, let me know now, have you ever been online on TikTok browsing and you see a video, or you're on Facebook and they say to type a particular word in the comments, where they say type next level, hashtag next level, or type yes, me. Have you ever been on Instagram and videos are telling you in the comments, type this, and all of a sudden you get a reply that says, I just sent you the information? Let me know. Let me know, because that is ManyChat. I've used that. I've been using ManyChat for maybe the past year or more to be able to build my email list, to be able to serve people locally, regionally, and overseas right now. My business is I should say, ManyChat is part of my business strategy. AI is part of my music business and regular business strategy. Yes, Aisha, yes, Miss Waldron, you've been online and you see type send me, or download, or whatever the case is. You've typed in a word that triggers a response where you are now into somebody's ecosystem. All of that is done with AI. Now you are being part of the AI, but are you using AI? That is the question here. Are you using it, or are people using AI to reach you? Are people using AI to reach you? That's the question. That is the question. So I'm going to keep going, because that is just, I'm just scraping the surface when it comes to how AI is part of our world. Well, don't talk about email marketing. Don't talk about email marketing. Miss Waldron, listen. Very soon, I will no longer be spending time paying for advertising on social media, nor will I be paying for advertising on any radio or paying for advertising on TV. I will not be paying for advertising at all very, very soon. Yeah? I will tell you why I will do that in a short minute. I'm seeing Jay Digans ask a question, quick question. What app do you use to add captions to your videos? I use Opus Clips. I use Opus Clips. Let me type it in the chat there. You could check it out. OPUS Clips. Check that out. Opus Clips. I use that. And it works fantastic. Fantastic. And it's a blink of an eye. It's already done and it's ready to post. You can check that out. Yeah. So as I was saying, in the near future, it could be, well, my personal goal is by 2026, I will no longer be posting any, or I should rather say, I will not be paying for advertising, because currently I would pay for advertising on Facebook and TikTok. As a matter of fact, some of you guys are here because you would have seen a paid ad. In the future, I will not be paying for ads because of the email marketing optimization that I am doing currently. Yeah. Now, my question is to everybody in the chat box now. Are you using email marketing optimization? Do you have an email marketing strategy? Are you collecting or even building your email list? Are you collecting and generating your email list? Let me know in the comments. Do you have an email list? Do you have an email list for the people that love your music? Do you have an email list for the people that have who message you or would love to get music from you or would like to come to a concert? Do you have an email list? Let me know. Do you have an email list? I seriously started, I should say, not just started. I seriously started my email list about 2, maybe 3 years. I would say maybe 3 years max. I seriously started my email list 3 years max. I have been singing for the past 15 years. Rachel, I cannot imagine how many contacts I would have if I would have collected information from everybody that I would have sang in front of since 2007 till now. I cannot imagine how many people I would have in my email list right now. Guaranteed. As a matter of fact, if I was collecting email addresses till from that point until now, I would not have been paying for ads all now. Guaranteed. Let me tell you something. Lisa Beckles, great. She said, yes, I am collecting email addresses. Great. Lisa Beckles, tell me which platform you're using for email marketing. Aisha, no. Miss Waldron, no. Isadora, no. Rachel Eckstein, Rachel, fix that. Rachel, you have music on the radio. You just dropped a new song, and you do not have an email list. Don't play with that. Don't play with that. Let me tell you something. You don't own the radio. Let me get a big screen for this one. Let me go big screen for this one. You, my friend, you do not own the radio. You do not own Facebook. You do not own Instagram. You can have how much followers, how many likes. That does not belong to you. The only thing you own is the email addresses that you would have collected. That's the only thing. The only thing you own is the email list that you have been generating. And if you have not collected and been collecting email addresses, you would have to be starting from zero every single time until you reach a place and you say, you know what? I don't think this music thing is for me. You know, I maybe just not for me, not for you. It's because you don't have access to the tool set. And of course, the skill set to be able to do it properly. It has nothing to do with talent. It has nothing to do with lack of talent. It has nothing to do with lack of being able to impact. Lisa, I was asking you, which platform do you use for your email marketing or collection or building your email list? Let me know which platform you are using. Let me know which platform you are using. Let me know which platform you are using. Oh, and your website. Let me see. Please repeat the question and your website. Which website you're talking about, Lisa? Let me know. I was asking you again, Lisa, which platform are you using to collect your emails? Guys, let me tell you something. As I was mentioning before, I started roughly about close to 3 years ago, seriously collecting email addresses and contact information. And at this point in time, I am at 9,000, telling you what I said, 9,800 and something, just shy of 10,000 email addresses of people that are interested in the things that I have to say. Close to 10,000, just 100 and something persons short of 10,000 people who are interested in the things that I have to speak about, share about, or teach about. And let me tell you something. I intend to have, let me see what's happening with my, okay. I intend to have, over the next year, I want to triple that. My goal by December 2025 is to have 30,000 persons on my email list. Right now, Lisa is saying right now it is manual. She has a Google form, but she's moving to HubSpot. Yeah, HubSpot is good. It's a little bit expensive, but for the premium stuff, but HubSpot is good. Yeah. So currently, my personal goal by December next year is to have an email list of 30,000 people who are interested in what I have to do, or what I do, or what I have to say. Therefore, I never have to post, or not just post, I never have to pay for ads for people to know what I'm doing. If I'm launching a song, I send it out to 30,000 people. 30,000 people, I don't even need radio. 30,000 people get the song. And in one day, if 30,000 people open the video and share it to one person, in 1 hour, I could have 60,000 views on one video. 60,000 views on one video because of the power of email marketing. Email marketing. Do you know on Facebook, people not really seeing your stuff on Facebook, you know. Facebook is not built for people to see, everybody to see what you're posting, you know. Hope you know that. But your email, a lot of people are connected to it. As a matter of fact, you are here because you would have received an email from me. Guaranteed. So you are one of the close to 10,000 people on my email list that are interested in what I have to say. Yeah? So please, everybody, Get involved in your email marketing. I use different software. Let me just get this back up on the screen so you guys can see. All right, there we go. I use Zoho. I've used Zoho for a long time, maybe about, as I said, maybe about 2 years. But lately I upgraded and I am now using, now this one is a little more expensive, but it has more features and it's for more advanced persons with their email list. I use Kajabi. Kajabi is a powerful system. Yes, Sherry, and near 10,000 email addresses. For me, I don't see that as much at all. I don't see that as much at all because the people that I am around, they have email lists of 100,000 people. They have, a matter of fact, just a couple months ago, now I invest in knowing my business and doing what I do. In this year, May, a couple months ago, I would have been in Tampa, Florida for a music business and business conference where they're talking about AI and using AI to build their businesses and to learn how to create an ecosystem for your own self. And let me tell you, I sat next to people that have 100,000 people on their email list, close 500,000 people on email lists. There are people on the stage with 2 and 3 and 4 million people on an email list. They don't have time to be paying Facebook and whatnot to get information out. They don't have time to be begging friends and family, share my video on WhatsApp, you're messaging them. You can share my video, please share my video. Come on, people. You're trying to reach any radio station, hopefully that somebody, if you're begging people to get on the radio. No, guys. Guys, things have changed. Things have changed. You don't have to go through that anymore. Use the power of AI, use the power of email marketing to be able to reach out 10 times more persons, 100 times more persons that you're reaching right now with a fraction of the time. And this is just the impact in terms of branding and marketing. But there are other areas of the music industry, like networking and industry connections. If you're not networking and reaching out to people and introducing yourself and meeting other artists, you wouldn't be able to do what you want to do, You will not be able to catapult the way you want to catapult. You need to go together. There's even AI in networking and industry connections, guaranteed. AI-powered networking platforms. Now, I don't know if you ever heard about, but there are huge festivals, music festivals in the States like South by Southwest. There are a few Trinidadian artists who have already performed in South by, you see that SXSW, that's South by Southwest, and RX, and all of these major festivals all over the world. They use AI to be able to build their festivals. They don't play. They see AI as a crucial part of their networking, building connections with artists, building connections with managers, and so much more. There's AI into that already. If you feel AI in which there, trust and believe. You see concerts, we're talking 100 and 200,000 people attending. AI is part of that. Don't be fooled. There's also AI in the business aspect of what you do. Let me see the folks in the chat who you pay close, good afternoon, everybody that just jumped in. You pay close attention to your music in terms of your music is online, you track the analysis, you look at where people are listening to your music, or you're tracking your royalties online, or you're planning on forecasting your financial plans for your music, because let me tell you, music is an expensive venture. Isadora, you know that. You spent already a lot in terms of getting the music out there, getting the t-shirts happening, advertising, releasing the music, creating the artwork, creating the music video. You've spent a lot on music. I can tell you, music is a very expensive venture. But there's AI also involved in the financial management and even planning. There's even AI involved in copyright protection and so much more. Let's look a little bit closer as to how AI is inside of this thing and how it can help you cut down your time and be able to do so much more. In terms of royalty tracking, AI platforms can track and manage your royalties across platforms. One of the most powerful systems online for managing when your music is playing all over the world is Songtrust. Songtrust, I personally use Songtrust. Songtrust manages and monitors if your music is playing all over the globe. So when my music is playing in the UK or in the US or in France or whatever, in Germany, wherever it is, Songtrust is monitoring and collecting those fees, and it is using AI to do that. If there's no Songtrust, there's no way for me to collect the funds from all over the world. That's just what it is. There's also AI in terms of contracts. Now, there are persons, you might be called upon, somebody would like to use your song in a movie, in a show, or whatever the case is, or they're sending you a contract to have you perform in New York, or wherever the case is. It doesn't matter where. You can actually take this contract that you were given and upload that contract into AI software for them to review the contract and see if it is a contract that is cheating you, if it is not lawful, if it is not fair. There's a website called LawGeeks. That's LAWGEEX. You could upload this contract that was given to you into the system, and that AI is going to spit out a whole bunch of information letting you know if this is a fair contract to you and if you should be able to counteract for certain things. Could you imagine? AI is involved in that too. AI is involved in that too. And again, that is LawGeeks. Then there is the financial planning and forecasting. A lot of persons, they have a difficulty managing the finances when it comes to planning for releasing of music, releasing of music videos, planning a tour, and so much more. There are AI software online that you can use. There's one that I use called PocketSmith. You can use that to manage your finances online using AI. AI is in everywhere. There is nothing that you can do in the music business right now that is not impacted or is not a part of AI right now. It is all a part, especially if you're moving 100 times faster or need to move 100 times faster than you're moving now. Then there's copyright protection. There's you protecting your music when it is out there. There are tools for monitoring the internet for potential copyright infringement. In Trinidad and Tobago, we have, of course, CUT, and CUT uses a system which uses AI called BMAT. And a BMAT has a device called Vericast, where they stick up a device in radio stations and they stick up a device at restaurants and gyms and bars and all these places that is constantly listening to music. It is constantly recording what music it's heard and sending it into CUT so they would know who to pay. There is AI in everything. I hope you guys noticed that. AI is in everything. Not LawGeeks, it's LawGeeks. So let me type that. That is for the contracts. LawGeeks. There you go. Yeah? LawGeeks it's called. So make sure you have, I hope you guys are writing it down. I hope you guys are writing it down. You can manage your business. You can manage your business and finances using AI. It is there. And let me tell you something. You might be watching. I don't want you to just watch and say, yo, that sounds so exciting. That's so amazing. And don't go and make any change, you know. You have to be able to use these things and do that. Public what? Adrian, let me know what you're talking about. Let me know what you're talking about. Let me know what you're talking about, Adrian, so I can answer that real quick before I move on, all right? Let me know what you're talking about. Yeah? AI is a part of all that we do. Moving on. AI is also a part of talent development. I'm not sure if you knew that, but AI could now be a part of talent development. Oh, and you mentioned AI for business. Yes, and I was just talking about AI for business, and not just business. I was talking about AI for how it's involved in music business and how you could use different tools to different things within the music space, the music business space. I spoke about royalty tracking and management, contract analysis, financial planning and forecasting for your music, and of course, copyright protection. You can use AI for all of those systems. I know it's a lot to process, but trust me, guys, it is very important. This is normal conversation in the world of music overseas, but it is not spoken about in Trinidad at all. It's not a conversation at all. And I'm concerned about that because we are going in one direction. We are not seeing any results and we don't know why. We don't know why. Pocket Smith, yes. Yes, Pocket Smith for finance, yes. Yes, Pocket Smith. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Pocket Smith. That's a good one. Now, all of the things I'm talking about here, I am not affiliated with any of those. So let me put that out there one time. I am not affiliated with any of those AI. I don't have any affiliate links with them. I am not paid to talk about them. These are the things, this is my experience, the things that I use to be able to save my time and to regain my time and peace of mind so I can actually live. Yeah? AI is here to help us actually live and regain our time. Yeah? So we are going to move on. I'm just going to mention a few more things, and then we're actually going to be talking with one of our guests today, a music producer that's actually using AI, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about that. Now, as I was mentioning before, AI is now even involved in talent development. Talent development, you might not be in a space or you might be on an island where there are not a lot of professionals to be able to help you in things. They are not very skilled persons. Some persons you mentioned that you're on Tortola, somebody said that they're in St. Kitts and they might not be able, or it might be in Tobago, and they've been looking and looking around for coaches to help you get assistance to develop yourself. Because remember I said before, for you to win in this industry now, you must have the mindset to win, the skill set to win, and the tool set to win. You see that skill set part? You don't want to have all the tools, the AI and the this and the that and the other, but the talent that is coming through the AI is subpar and not good enough. There are no longer no excuses. You can't say that you can't train anymore. There are AI-powered music production software, and Mr. Cleon Richardson is going to talk about that soon. There are even AI and virtual music lessons. You could do music lessons and tutorials with AI also. There's a website called Usician. That's YOUSICIAN. You can literally, there are persons that are on that learning to play the guitar. Listen, I have a music academy, so I shouldn't be telling you to go and use AI, right? You would think so. But the reality is, I have to tell you the truth. And the truth is, as much as I have a music academy, shameless plug, and we do guitar and keyboard and drums and voice training and all of these things, very soon in the future, my friends, we have to pivot, because a few years from now, people are going to be in the comfort of their own homes, sitting in front of AI, practicing to play, practicing to sing, and the AI will pause them and say, I think you should reposition your voice a little bit more and sing more from your chest area. AI is going to be persons' coaches online for voice. AI, guarantee. Remember that I told you. Remember that I told you AI is going to be teaching people from home. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So there's no longer an excuse about where you are or where you live to be able to access resources for you to be able to grow and develop your skill set to be able to produce excellent music and material when you go out there. Those days are over. And let me tell you, AI was just born. If you think all of this is a lot, AI is still in its very, very infant stage. Very, very infant stage. And let me tell you, peeps, there's some people using AI as practice companions. Could you imagine? People are using AI to write music, to assist with writing music, getting better lyrics. People are using AI to work out chord progressions. People are using AI to build ideas, melody ideas. People are using ChatGPT to write particular parts, get better rhyming words, getting better concepts. Let me tell you, this era that we are in is a different one for production, for creativity, and so much more. I'm going to bring in, thank you, Margaret. And for everybody that they're messaging online, Rebecca, good afternoon again. Rebecca is saying Reach Records label has 35 staff members working nonstop. So I honestly say kudos to artists who do it themselves. Let me tell you, the music business is so important. So whatever you can, whatever help you can get from AI, use those resources. That is what Rebecca is saying. Because literally, Rebecca, you're quite right. We personally don't have the finance to fund paying 35 staff members round the clock. Could you imagine? And if each one of you that are looking on this right now, you don't have the time nor the resources to be able to hire 35 people to get your music out there. But there AI software that is able to do that in a blink of an eye. Thank you, Rebecca, for that, for sharing that. So, guys, I want you guys to help me welcome one of the top producers in Trinidad and Tobago. He's an award-winning producer. He's been around for a very long time, and he's already engrossed in not only producing excellent music, but actually using AI for so much more. Help me welcome Mr. Cleon Richardson to the stage. What's happening, Mr. Richardson?
I am fine. I'm great. I'm great. I was just
Good to
taking
have you.
everything that you were speaking about AI, man.
Well, I know when we have our conversations, we go wild. We just go crazy. Like, you know what? Uh, Everybody that's watching, sometimes Cleon would just send me a recording and say, listen to this recording. Listen to this recording, Mr. Jordan, and tell me if you believe that this is AI. Sometimes he would send me just a drop of something mentioning my name, or he's creating ads for companies. That has been, he does that in a blink of an eye now. Normally those things would take so long, but with the advent and the involvement of AI, he can do so much more. Share a little bit with us of your experience so far as a producer over the years, and what at this point in time you're able to do, and how much time you're able to save because of AI.
Well, I'll start with this story.
Yeah.
Over a year and a half ago, one of the companies that I do beta testing for, and I'm a consultant with, I do beta testing with several international companies. And I got this email from one of the companies that they want to start training their own AI models. And they were like, we know it might sound counterproductive because we create instruments, and by creating these AI models, then you may not feel the need to use these instruments and whatnot. And so I was involved in helping to train the AI models. You would type in what you wanted, and it would come out with something. Sometimes it was good. Sometimes it was just utter rubbish. But it was just a matter of training it. And I've come from doing full productions, orchestral arrangements and whatnot. And I'm now at the point using the AI models that we have trained, as well as other AI models, where I can just have the idea of a song. I could walk in my door, have the idea of a song. I don't have to go on my $10,000 microphone. I sing into my iPhone, send it into the AI app, and within 10 minutes, I could have the idea that I had in my mind as a full song. And when I have that as a full song, now if I want to use a particular artist, then I can use that particular artist. I'll rebuild the track, get the person to record it, but it just cuts the time and the guesswork, especially in the advertising industry. Because within advertising, they might be like, oh, well, we're not sure about that, and we're not sure about that. So instead of going through the process of you're not sure, and it taking weeks, sometimes months for certain companies to make up their minds, I can now present them with 3, 4, 5 options. Pick one.
Wow.
But I'm giving you 5 options out of the probably 20 that I've come up with. And it takes for there are various models. There's Udio.ai, there's LoudMe.ai. There are lots of different ones out there, and they take anywhere from 8 seconds to 15 seconds to generate the idea. Of course, because I've helped to train the models, how I do my the input statements, how I do that. I'm very specific as to what I want, and I actually write. Some people like Chat GPT. I'm not a big Chat GPT
I'm
lover
not a big
of
fan either.
writing the lyrics for songs. I will write my own lyrics for my songs, sing the melody line, and it come up with the music, or come up with different variations, and it can do it very, very quickly. But the impact of that is, instead of me calling a background vocalist to put down an idea, I don't need that anymore. Sometimes the client loves it just as it is. And because I am a sound engineer, I can tweak it to sound as good as it can be. But the clients just love it, and they're like, yes, great, we're going with that.
Wow. Just like that. The demo.
And just like that, vocalists who were involved in doing ads, you find yourself out of a job.
Just like that.
I know there are ads on, besides my ads, there are ads on television running now with
radio.
AI.
Yep. I hear it as a radio personality, and I'm involved. I hear AI on radio. I know when I hear it.
You hear AI voices. So what do I tell my vocalists? I tell them, you have to be on top of your game.
Yeah.
Because there are things such as Kits AI, where you can actually clone your voice, and 11 you clone your voice. Persons can clone your voice. Yeah. I mean, with AI stem separation, I want you to know the reality of this. With AI stem separation, I could take a song that you have up on YouTube, or I could take several of your songs that you have up on YouTube, separate your vocal, so I just have your vocal alone, train the AI model on your vocal, and then write a song, and it sounds like you singing. Because I have cloned your voice. Now, I don't do that. In fact, there is once that an artist actually asked me to do that, just because the individual wanted to hear what it would sound like. And it is scary close.
I am telling you, I can give you an example. Persons, Justin Bieber is big on the news right now.
Yeah, because
they saw that. There's a fake song. People feel like he released a new song. Justin Bieber hasn't released a new song. It is totally AI. It's fully AI. But the world believe Justin just released a song. Can you imagine?
Yeah. And so whichever artist you are, whoever artist you are, persons can clone your voice.
Wow.
So it would be in your best interest to get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
So that you can actually say, okay, I want my voice cloned, but anybody who uses it, they have to acknowledge that and pay me. So the model is no longer, hey, well, we want you to come to the studio and record. That's one model. But where people are going and where AI is going, I would advise persons to have their own AI model. And so instead of, okay, you have to go to the studio, the producer's like, okay, I'm going to use your AI model. All right, cool, great, and pay you without you coming to the studio. Because it's easier for them to just type in the words or sing it in their own voice. I have another friend of mine who's a great producer. He just sing, and he could sound like any of the AI clones that he has. And he has an arsenal of AI clones. But what this also does is AI allows you to remix songs.
Right.
So
Right.
you might have a song out already, and you think that, okay, that song has done all that it can do.
Mm-hmm.
No, it can come up with various remixes for you.
Mm-hmm.
And now that song gains new life,
Hmm.
right? It gains new life, and it's more of a potential earner now. You
No.
thought you made enough money from
Hmm.
that song. No, it has new life.
It have
And
new life.
I'll tell you this much. When I do songs, I can do a pop version, an Afrobeats version, a dancehall version,
Wow.
a
The
classical
same,
version,
the same song.
same melody line, and just different versions. What
Wow.
does that now allow me to do? I can go and just be releasing songs one after the other.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
One after the other. In
Wow.
fact, I have some great plans for next year. You're going to be hearing songs, all right, that
Is crazy. That is crazy. And
is,
the thing about it is,
yeah,
some people believe that maybe it's a passing fad, or it will just come and go. But listen, has the internet come and gone yet? I not seen the internet going anywhere.
no,
It's
it's not a fad. It's like going from bicycles to cars.
yeah, yeah, correct.
That's
Great.
we are on the cusp of the next step.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Been saying that.
you don't have to be afraid of AI. You're not going to lose your job to AI. You're
I
going to
tell them
lose
that.
your job to the person who knows how to use AI.
Didn't I just say that to you guys? I just said that to you guys before you got on, Cleon. I know you wasn't here before because you were at another engagement, but I told you
Yeah,
that. That is, thanks for saying that.
yeah.
Now,
So
there's some,
that's why I ensure that
mhm,
I get ahead of the curve. I've
yeah,
been blessed to work with several companies, as I said,
mhm,
international companies in Italy, in the UK, and in the US,
right,
which give me the heads up as to, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I'm still working with different companies. But the way how quickly these things are developing, they
wow,
are at worst now. And I say this to persons, they are at the worst they can sound now.
wow,
By the end of the year, you'll just be like, no, this is incredible. I did a song recently, and for me as a producer, someone can say, okay, Cleon, I came up with this melody, and they sing to a metronome and whatnot. And instead of me going on the piano first, I'm being very
as you
honest.
normally do, as you normally do.
Yeah, you go on the piano, let me see how. I'm just going to take that acapella, upload it. Let me see, let me imagine how it could sound this way, how it could sound that way. Oh, wow. I love that sound. I can create it. Now, it's their melody, it's their words,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So there's no copyright problems at all,
That is the whole thing.
right? I just have come up with a quicker way of ensuring that something sounds great,
That is the whole thing.
right? Because
Wow.
what we need to realize is music is math.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Correct.
you know what computers excel at?
Math.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So there were persons who would say, nah, it's not going to sound good and whatnot.
yeah. Uh-huh.
If I played you certain things, you would be totally blown away.
Wow.
Away. It does choirs. I mean, and you're the choirs, and then the response of the crowd. So you're hearing a crowd applauding at a certain thing, and then a vocalist just going soaring, and it's perfect. There are
Mhm.
no flat notes, there are no sharp notes, and you
Wow.
feel the expression, everything. Some persons will say, well, it's soulless. If I play it for you, you would not think it's so.
Could you imagine? Wow.
So you have to ensure that you take things to the next level.
Have to. Have to. Or else you'll just be left behind, as you
Or
mentioned so
you're
fast.
going, you are going to be left behind. And you'll be thinking, hey, why am I not getting this attention, or
Yeah.
why this isn't happening in this way and whatnot? Because other people, what's the statistic? I think they were milling out like 800,000 new AI songs. Is it every month? It might be quicker than every month. So you are now competing with AI songs and
Yeah.
with AI that has studied the top 100
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the reality.
That's what you're competing with.
Yeah.
So you have to come good,
Yeah.
or do like me.
You have to win. You have to know how to win.
It
Yeah.
to enhance what you bring to the table.
It's a
Right
tool.
now, yeah, it's a tool. Right now, I've been working on music for a movie, and the songs were influenced by AI.
Wow.
I did what I had to do. All right. Oh, I love how this sounds. Let me see how, let me reimagine it this way. Okay, great. Put it to the director. We love it. Great. So there's no guesswork. I then recreate the track, get my singers in, let them sing the song. It's done. It actually, one of the episodes, a portion of it played today. So it's there. And then we're going to do the music video for it and then move on from there. But it's easier to create content, because what do we need more of now? Content.
Yeah.
For you to be relevant,
Content.
have to have the content.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are working so hard, you're taking weeks to put out something and whatnot, then you're kind of behind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
That's the reality. That's the reality.
That's the reality. And you could use it in so many different ways. Someone was having a free concert, and I was just like, okay, I'm just going to type in the name of all the artists, the host, the sound system, everything and whatnot. All right, let's go. And when you heard this thing, I was like, oh wow, it's over. Because I put it in and I was like, let's just see what it comes up with. Not really thinking that it's just going to knock it out of the park. It knocked it totally out of the park. The person loved it. And as well, voiceover artists. Voiceover artists?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my. It's over.
It's over.
Again, I have a $10,000 mic.
Mm-hmm. I know I've been in it many times.
And I don't go on it. Or someone would say, oh, we would love this. Okay, so check us out now. Call 389-4313. That's 389-4313. Call now on my phone. Go to 11 Labs. Go through the different voices and then choose a voice. In fact, I choose a male voice and a female voice. It's going to do it with my intonations, just a different accent. And if I wanted to, we could switch it to a different language. So now you can be in a different market altogether if you are willing to go to the next step.
Yeah.
What a lot of us forget is the world does not just exist in English.
Yeah, correct.
And so if you can now, especially now, there are a lot of persons who speak Spanish within our country.
Yeah.
So do we want to tap into that market as well?
All of your songs should be in Spanish too.
No.
Could you imagine
that?
All.
We want all.
But Cleon, that means I could translate my last 2 albums into Spanish and relaunch it again.
That's correct.
Could you imagine? Without me physically coming behind the mic and saying, pasando el prende. That is unbelievable.
Now, I mean, it's a little bit more involved than that.
I know.
The fact is, this is now a possibility.
Yeah. In the beginning of the year.
Yeah, it's a possible, because it's a possibility. You have to get ahead of it.
Yeah.
Again, I've been fortunate because I actually work with some of these companies,
Wow.
and it is an exciting time. For a songwriter, it's having access to like the best musicians 24/7. Just think of that. Think
Wow.
of you having access to some of the best musicians who can switch genres just like that.
That's the power of
You
AI.
don't need, okay, well, these persons are good at, and persons might be thinking, well, it's probably good at pop and probably, oh, it's great at dancehall. It's great at all types of different genres.
Imagine.
Christ. Because again, it was trained.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
computers do great at training. And music is math. 4/4 timing, all of these things where we have the rest and whatnot. And it's just study. If it just think if you had the capacity to study the best singers and the best songs and take all of that knowledge and be able to create and craft a song with all of that knowledge within 10 seconds. And every time you wanted to create another song, you just change something here, something there, 10 seconds again, new iteration, 10 seconds again. It's exciting. I love it.
It's possible. And then you regain your time so you can do other things in life. You can watch a movie, you can watch a basketball game, you can go back to regular life. You know what I mean?
Or you could just create more songs.
Or you just create more songs. That is crazy. And that is the beauty of AI. It's not something that we need to fight. We don't need to kick back at it and put a stop to it and let me protest. You will be wasting your time. It is the evolution of what we do as human beings. It is part of our evolution. That is just reality. And there's going to come a day where our babies that are being born, it's a normal. It is nothing, not a new conversation. It is part of their daily life. Just as much as the children know internet is part of their lives.
Yeah.
So Cleon, I really appreciate you sharing all of your experience so far, and I can't wait for you to share so much more. I have to grab you and back again for a few other sessions as we go forward. Throughout the rest of the year, I can't leave people. We can't just jump in here and just leave people hanging. So I'm going to bother you for some other follow-up sessions because we have to win. And as I was mentioned before, I was in Tampa in May, and my mind was just blown by how people are using artificial intelligence to catapult their businesses to 10 and 20 and 100 times. And in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to be in, where am I going to be? I'm going to be in LA in 2 weeks' time, 10 days. I'm going to be in LA, and I'm going to be sitting down among people who are making millions of dollars using artificial intelligence to catapult their businesses to a whole different level. I am investing in where I want to go. I no longer want to sit down and wonder how everybody else is winning. I'm not going to be left behind when it comes to AI. I'm going to be one of the forerunners of artificial intelligence in the Caribbean. I know that, and I'm putting myself in position for that. So thank you again, Cleon.
Just one more thing.
Sure.
There are persons who have smaller businesses.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I would have done ads for Milo and Guardian and Dairy. The big brands, and those ads would take how many days to get whatnot. The big brands had the budgets for those things. I'm telling you now, you could be selling snow cones, you could be doing whatever. Just think if you, instead of just putting up a reel, you putting up a reel with your own branding for your own business.
Yeah, can you imagine?
That can be done. I do that for persons, for smaller businesses, and it's it's affordable.
Yeah. Wow.
So
That's it.
Just think, well,
I can't do it.
You have your reel.
Yeah.
But now your whatever is the name of your company, it will be branded just like big people. It is a major opportunity for those persons who never had the budgets for mass ads. When you would do ads for these major companies, you're talking about tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Wow. Right? For one ad. But now, regular person can't afford it.
That's it. That's the reality. That is it. And the opportunity is open to everybody.
Everybody.
It, again, most of the AI software that I would have mentioned, some of them is $5.99 a month. Some of them is $10.99 a month based on what they're able to do. Before, the things that AI is able to do, even in terms of scheduling on your posts and creating cuts and all of these different things. When you hire a social media manager, you need to be paying them $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month to do the same work. You could do that. You could do 10 times more with a fraction of that money now. Can you imagine? So guys, again, let me not hold you back anymore, Mr. Richardson. Thank you so much, guys. Give him a round of applause in the chat. I'm going to jump in the chat. Thank you again, Mr. Cleon, for being here. And we're going to definitely drag you back out for some future sessions, all right?
Not a problem.
Again.
Take care.
Bye. All right. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Richardson. That was. I get excited. I get mad excited because these are the things we talk about on the phone all the time. Like, yeah, this is crazy. Look at what it now dropped. And this is just the beginning of AI. Now, there were some other questions in the chat there. Lisa was saying, oh my word, it just dawned on me that I have that for so many songs, she have written the chorus and have no melody or have no verses, and AI can now do that for her. Guaranteed, I can tell you that. Now, there was another question concerning, I have to scroll all the way back up. Kellon Daniel was asking Curtis' question, wearing your cut hat, can we register and release partially produced? What is partially produced? That's the whole thing. Now, that is a question, not a local question, it's a global question within the music industry. The last music conference that I would have attended, that was the heart of it. Our CEO at CUT, she would have attended two big music conferences, one in Brazil and one in Belize this year. And the only conversation was, how on earth do we now deal with AI created music? Nobody knows how to handle it, or as to say who owns it, except the person that paid for it. So that is why there's so much music being poured out there, because it's a very gray area. But we will work it out, We all have to work it out. Somebody have to own it. Somebody have to own it. Kellon is saying my lyrics, but melody and instrumental came from AI. Oh, well, yeah, that's a different thing. Now, the question of AI, what is kind of rubbing people the wrong way is if somebody uses somebody else's voice, but they have their own lyrics and melody, but somebody else's voice, who now owns the music? Because you can literally take Michael Jackson's voice and make Michael Jackson sing 5 brand new songs and release it. And the question now is, in the copyright space, is who owns that song? Is it Michael Jackson's estate, or is it you, the person who paid for the AI to generate that particular song? So it's a very gray area. But if you, Kellon, let me tell you something. There are many songs on the radio right now that person had the lyrics and the melody was built by AI and the instrumental or the instrumentation was from AI. So there is no wrong in that at all. AI is a tool. We've been using AI for a very long time in terms of music production. We've been using it for many years, many years. Kellon is saying, not my voice, it's an AI voice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's one of the biggest questions in the copyright space. I am following that very, very closely to understand where people go, where the world goes, or what the world decides in terms of ownership of copyright when it comes to whose voice is being used, or who actually paid for the production, or who paid for the AI that created that particular song. So I'm going to keep you guys posted with that one for sure. You're going to be hearing from me. You're going to be hearing me from me for sure. Dental, good afternoon, Miss Cordner. Good afternoon, everyone. As Karen D and the whole crew. Guys, we are getting closer to the end of the session. And thank you so much, everybody who came on. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, I received a whole heap I receive a heap. If you received a whole heap, let me see some thumbs up in the chat. I just have one more thing to share with you guys before we wrap up, because I can't just give all this value here and not help you to follow up. And that's what I want to share with you. An opportunity. I would love to work with you guys a whole lot more clear. Kevin Thomas, good afternoon. I would want to help you guys. As a matter of fact, I am willing to work with you for the next year on a monthly basis to help you transform your business using artificial intelligence. First of all, you need to understand the music business. I've been in the music business for many years. I've done a whole heap. I know all the aspects from advertising to marketing to branding to distribution internationally to recording and the whole 9 yards. And I know how to superpower every single one of those platforms to take your music to the next level. I want to help you to transform your music journey or 10x it within 1 year. And the reality is I can't work with a lot of persons. I am only willing to work with 10 persons. 10. I'm only willing to work at this point in time with 10 persons to help to transform your music journey. I want to sit with you for 1 entire year. I want you to tell me your story, show me your journey. I want to be able to see your journey through my eyes and guide you for an entire year. I want to invite you to a mastermind group. I am hosting a private inner circle mastermind group for a few persons, just 5 to 10 persons, no more than 10. Because I want to know you personally. I want to guide you. I want to be there walking alongside you, watching your journey move from where it's at to 10 times where it's at. And the persons who are joining this particular mastermind group, first thing you would need to do is go and calculate how much support that you already have. Check all your social media and calculate it and put a measurement to it. Because every single month, that measurement of your impact in terms of your social media, in terms of the music release, in terms of your performances, those things need to go up by 10% every single month. So by the time next year, you are at a totally different place. My journey is going to be by next year, December 2025, my email list is going to be at 30,000 followers. I want you to join my mastermind as we go along that journey. If you have no email list, if you know you're passionate about the music and you want a circle, a community to be able to go for it, then join me. As again, I can only work with a small group of people, a small group. And it's not just meeting online. I want to meet, yes, we're going to meet online. Yes, we're going to learn about marketing and use all the tools that I just mentioned. Yes, I'm going to show you how to actually set it up. But we're actually going to meet in person. I want us to come and sit down and have dinner. Yeah, in person. Sit down, we're discussing it. We're going to have hot seat sessions where you sit down and your turn it's your turn to share about where you are at and what you're able to do at that particular time. I want you to be able to share. We're going to meet 3 times a year for dinner and talk about what we are doing, not just what I'm doing, but I'm going to be bringing in industry professionals and, of course, the other artists within a circle, and they're all going to be able to pour into your journey. What would you get as a part of this artist mastermind? Well, of course, there's the online meetups, the monthly meetups via Zoom. Once a month, we sit down and we trash it out. We build our following, we build our email systems and whatnot. Also, again, 3 times for the year, we're going to sit down and have dinner in person, and we're going to have some hot seat sessions. You are on the spot. You have to share where you're at, and we are the ones who are going to be critiquing and saying what you need to do, who you need to call, send your email to this email, talk to this person. That is the kind of community you need if you need to go to the next level. And of course, a direct accountability. I'm going to be picking up the phone and checking up to see where you're at. And that's why it's a small group. I cannot, at this point in time, because of what I'm doing, I can't work with a whole heap of people. I can only work with 5 to 10 persons with this particular program. Of course, there are other benefits, the opportunity to collaborate with other artists. And of course, because this is hosted by Caribbean Gospel Music Tours, there's the potential for touring and collaborating with artists across the Caribbean. Of course, there's the whole mindset shift, as I mentioned before. what you are going to need to excel in 2025 is a shift in terms of mindset, skill set, and tool set. And let me tell you, when we talk about tool set, we're talking about leveraging the cutting edge tools. We are going to sit down with you and show you what you need to do step by step. And of course, you will be able to maximize your potential already. You already have what it takes to do what you need to do on a global level, but you are not using the right tools, especially to stay ahead of the curve. And let me tell you, the reality, there is going to be a cost because it's a small group. I'm going to be pouring in my time into this group for one entire year to 10x you. And the cost of this to being part of the mastermind for 12 months is only $100 a month. And let me tell you, this is something that is worth thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I am working with 5 to 10 persons, Mark, no more than 10 persons. All you need to do is pay $100 a month, and you get your spot in my inner circle group as we catapult your journey, your music to the next level. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that. Again, now, if you would like to be a part of it, you feel free. All you have to do, just respond to an email, respond to one of the emails that we have written. You can also send us a message via, I'm going to show up a phone number for you for our office line. They are ready to respond. They are going to help you to get in. All you need to let us know is, hey, I am ready to take my journey to the next level. I'm going to give this thing one more shot. I'm going to go for it. I want to be a part. I want to be ahead of the curve. I know I have what it takes. I'm willing to invest in myself. I invest in myself. This program is not going to start until I return from Los Angeles. I'm heading to Los Angeles in 10 days. I'm going for that workshop and conference. And when I come back, I'm bringing information to share with my small inner circle group. Because again, I don't have the capacity to be able to keep sharing to everybody. But I'm just going to have one small group, 5 to 10 persons that I'm going to be working with for the next year. Yeah. So guys, you can respond to one of the emails. You can send us a message. Let me know that I'm in. I want to be a part of that. And I'm going to drop some numbers on the screen. Take down these numbers if you have questions. And again, it's a monthly subscription. You pay $100 or the equivalent of $100, and you get all of it included. Again, we meet once a month online to discuss and help you to craft your journey. And of course, we meet in person for dinner. Of course, the dinner is included in the cost. Where can you get all of that? The dinner is included. We sit down, we trash out where you are in your journey. And of course, you hit the hot seat sometimes for us to be able to direct you in the right direction. And of course, all the rest of AI software recommendations that you could possibly get. So there we go. It is a steal of a deal. Yes, Lisa. Again, this is for you. I'm doing this for you. I want to be able to make an impact and see some real change in people's lives. It's great to have a webinar like this. It's great to know that I poured out. Yes, Isadora, let's roll. Let's roll. It's great to know that I poured out. That's all well and good. But it is even better to know that a year from now, I put one in TV or I'm online and I'm seeing artists that I've been working with just go to the next level with their music. And they're not doing it tired enough, but they're doing it with the ease that they could spend time with their family, but AI is working on their behalf. So take down the numbers right here. That's 461-8959 or even 743-2760. You get on the wait list. Get on the wait list. And let me tell you, we are going to only be calling persons on the wait list. We're going to check up on you. And we're going to let you know when we are starting. It's starting this month. And the payment is only due at the end of this month when we come back. But we need to know that you are interested in holding one of these spaces within my masterclass. Again, we're going to be with you for the entire year. Transform your music business. Guys, I am so thankful that I was able to share with you this afternoon. Good afternoon, Victor Corridon. Good afternoon, Kezia. James Saunders, what's going on? What's going on, man? And everybody else. It was such a pleasure sharing with you guys. Do you have any questions? Message in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. And the next time I'm going to be seeing some of you would be in the inner circle, in the artist mastermind. That's what I'm inviting you to be a part of. We are going to brainstorm your journey and watch you go to the next level using all of the tools that we have powered by artificial intelligence. Yeah. All right. Lynch, what's going on, man? Blessings, 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 blessings. Let's get on board, guys. If you have any questions, I just have 1 more minute. Let me see. Yes, because we're wrapping up at 7 o'clock. We're wrapping up at 7 o'clock. It's 6:50, 6 in Trinidad and Tobago. And we are wrapping up 6:57. If you have any questions, now is the time. Now, again, if you're trying to reach out to us, you can simply respond to the email that you would have gotten inviting you now. Just let me know. Yo, Curtis Jordan, I am in. I want one of these spots in this mastermind group. Again, I can only work with 5 to 10 persons for the entire year. All right. All right, guys. We are going to wrap up. Thank you so much for being here. You can put some shout outs in the chat. Isadora, I'll see you on the inside. We will organize. You have enough potential, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's go. Again, take down the numbers on the chat, guys. And I'll see you guys later. Lisa, it was good chatting. And everybody else. Margaret, good afternoon. And everyone else that is locked on. It was great being here with you guys. All right, guys. So I'm going to see you guys on the inside. See you later. Bye.